when the night comes, it's not time for sleep at Ragnar.
Sleep, I don't know how to describe it just because that whole time period was a little bit fuzzy to me. I'm not sure if I was asleep or awake or half asleep.
We didn't sleep much at all. I think I got 15 minutes, maybe, at best.
You've got a job to do and you need to get it done. Again, you got people waiting for you. We spent the night at South Summit High School and got a few minutes of sleep, and then we left, and I believe it was me that suggested stopping at McDonald's for a sausage biscuit with egg. That drew several moans from some of the people.
I thought McDonald's was one of the best stops that we made during the race. I was getting tired of eating fake foods like, goos and weird drinks.
I have problems with my system, and I have to be very, very careful with what I eat.
I figure, the sooner I eat, the sooner things would process, and as long as it happens before my leg, then I'm good to go.
Steve was sitting next to me with this syrupy, horrid concoction of a cinnamon roll, and I just remember being, halfway delirious and thinking, God, this reeks. It smells so bad. I'm gonna get sick. And Steve just leaning over going, want some?
I think we were all excited to just start running again because we knew we had to get on those last legs to actually finish the race.
The third leg Ragnar relay is tough for anybody. I don't care what leg you're running. I don't care what you've done before. If you had 2 easy legs before, that third one is tough. You're running off really pure adrenaline and emotion, and physically your legs are shot. Mentally, your mind is weary.
Steve, of course, started and ran his leg great. He got passed by the BYU team. BYU team just flew by us.
We held them off for as long as we could, although we started at 10 a.m. and I think they started at 6 p.m. So we had a little bit of a head start, but Steve, yes, pretty much blown past by the BYU track team as if he was standing still.
And then Curtis did his run, and it was pretty funny. I think he wished he ran it a little bit faster, but he did awesome. He had a real consistent time throughout. And he passed off to Lisa for the dreaded Ragnar hill.
You hear descriptions of this Ragnar hill, and if you've never driven that road or seen someone do it, you don't fully appreciate how steep and how tough that leg really is.
I had heard, stories about how steep it was and how hard it was.
This hill just is a killer. And to see one of our teammates knowing that there is nothing we can do to help this poor person other than drive by, give them water, give them Gatorade, give them encouragement, and knowing at the same time that our encouragement may be bothersome to them. It might bug them. If you've been on the Ragnar race and everyone says, you're almost there, and you want to say, bull crap, we're not almost there. You know that what they're doing is hard, and you know that they're doing it solely, 2 reasons. One is for their own self, to prove that what they can do. But secondly, because they want to be a great teammate. They want to see your team succeed.
The car pulled up next to me to give me support. I had to know how far I had gone. I could have sworn it was, maybe almost 2 miles or something. And I asked him how far I had gone.
How far? 0.8.
That was like dropping a bomb on my confidence. But at the same time, I was upset and angry just because I had been working hard, and I felt like I hadn't made it anywhere.
Nelson did a fantastic job. I kidded him as he got out of the car. I said, Nelson, you realize 2 years ago I ran this whole way on that. And I think that motivated Nelson enough to, he was stubborn enough, he was not going to stop.
I don't think I realized, even in the slightest, how steep that hill was.
When you stand at the top of that mountain and look down, It's a long, long, long way down.
I turned the corner and looked down and thought, I gotta run down that.
This is where I'm gonna fall.
This really is a bone-jarring descent. You don't fully realize it until you're the ones whose bones are being jarred. And to top that off, it was absolutely pouring rain on this poor soul. And she was absolutely drenched, soaking, freezing. Great job by Hillary just to gut that out.
Dave's last leg was kind of the mystery leg, I guess. Nobody knows where he went or where he ran. We just knew that he wasn't to be seen anywhere. He was off on some trail.
I wish I could go back and redo the finish.
When we finally got to the finish line and to see Dave come around the corner, knowing after the race that he had in his sight a runner right in front of him, and he said to himself, I'm gonna pass this guy no matter what.
You know, he held his hands up in victory as he passed him right before he got to the teams.
I was pretty excited to finally be there. And I come down to the teammates and slow down and think, okay, I've gone through the finish line. And then he passed me again, and I realized, wait a minute, this isn't the finish line.
The thought didn't even cross my mind that Dave wouldn't realize that we're all supposed to run together as a team.
I worked too hard to let him pass me again.
He was so focused. He wanted to get to the finish line. He wanted to beat this other runner, and he did.
In Dave's defense, I probably would have done the same thing.
Why run Ragnar?
Oh, just the experiences that happen, the emotions that you go through.
It's real difficult to describe why it's so much fun, but it is.
Seeing your teammates do better than what they had anticipated.
It makes me feel like I need to do this for other people, not just for myself.
It's gonna be tough, just like life, but it's gonna be worth it.
It was a total blast.
Seeing the euphoria on their face as they cross the finish line or get to the next transition, it's just fun.
Every member of the team felt like it was up to them to really complete the race.
There was no slacking on our team.
I really feel that this team, everyone gave their best effort 100%, and that's what made it so satisfying for me this year.
It was 2 real awesome days that I'll never forget. I can't wait for next year. I can't wait to do this again.